There was a study done by a group in Australia, and they took 11 different things that you had to do as a night owl to see if they could drag you back so you felt more capable of going to sleep earlier. And it was things like as soon as you wake up, eat a large breakfast, go and get daylight first thing, exercise before midday, do not nap, take an earlier lunch, don't nap again in the afternoon. In the afternoon, start to get as much darkness as you can, meaning put shades on if you're going to go outside. In the evening, make sure that you eat at least 3 hours before you expect to go to bed. And then try to push your sort of alarm clock the next morning by about 1 to 2 hours. And they collected all of these different sort of regimens. And sure enough, they were able to drag people back by a little bit over 1 hour. Which sounds great, but the problem is these were extreme night owls who would prefer to go to sleep at maybe, let's say, 1:30 a.m. That means they're still having to go to bed biologically at 12:30 a.m. It's not the 9:30 p.m. or the 10 p.m. that you would prefer. And imagine trying to capitulate and adhere to that regiment for the rest of your life. So there is some wiggle room, it seems, that you can sort of manipulate. But in truth, I think what we have to try and do as best we can is to say, how can I align myself better with my biology? When you fight biology, you normally lose. And the way you know you've lost is disease and sickness. And that's what we see with night owls who are sort of trying to sleep against their tendency. That said, though, there are ways that you can try to help yourself. So think about what you do in the morning. That takes time. You get your clothes ready for work. You pack your bag for the gym after work. All of these things you can do ahead of time the night before to take that 15 minutes of added time the next morning and say, allow yourself to sleep a little bit later so you're at least getting closer to your natural tendency. Then go to the front end of sleep and say, what is it that I do in the last 15 minutes before I go to bed? Maybe I take a shower, maybe I change for bed, whatever it is. Set an alarm 2 hours before bed. Do all of those things. And then right before you go to bed, when that alarm goes off, the to bed alarm, all you do is get up and you go straight to bed. So you've saved yourself 15 minutes on the front end. So you can go to bed 15 minutes sort of later and you can wake up 15 minutes later, but you're not necessarily having to go to work any later